Well, hello, Virgo. Hello, hello. Thank you guys so much for coming back to my channel. If you are new, hello, I am Yasmin. If you have not already, please like and subscribe. Virgo, this is going to be a really crazy read. The only reason why is because right before I cut the video on, I ran over to my little cabinet and just started picking up cards. And these cards are brand new. I have not used these cards literally probably in about a good 3 years. I probably used them once. But I want to get the pictures. You guys already know I go off of what I see when it comes to tarot. So it's not going to be necessarily the meaning the way that I normally do it. It'll be correct. But I wanted to use two new decks, but I'm going to slide this to the side for 1 second though. Okay. Because this was another deck that I picked up and I haven't used this in about a year or so. And this is the Art of Manifestation Oracle cards. And I said, well, let me go ahead and see what Virgo needs to know according to these cards here, these oracles. Let's see what comes out. Hey, Nat. All right, let's see what's coming out here for Virgo. Let's get Virgo. 2 cards for Virgo. What do they need to know? All right. To have and to hold. Ooh. Okay. We're going to get to that in a minute. All right. Now, the first card that's coming out here is standing your ground. Okay. And this is what it says, that this card brings you a clear message. Holding firm to your own principles and your own beliefs, your own opinions in whatever situation that you may in. Do not allow anyone to sway you in any direction that you feel like you shouldn't go in. Now, I don't know why this is coming out here. You guys already know I am one of those readers. I try to be as realistic as possible. And you know what this means for you. Who is this referring to? Is this referring to your mother, your father, your sister, your cousins, a lover, your children? It says that this is going to be, or soon it will be, the time for you to stand your ground. You let your yes be yes and your no, no. Okay. Could it be in a marriage? It could be. In some type of relationship? Could be. We're going to read this in a minute. Maybe it's due to some type of problem that you're having and someone refuses to actually change. Maybe there's no compromising. If you're at your job, at your work, someone there who is giving you problems and they're wanting you to shrink back. They want to make you small. They want to make you little, make you feel like you are unimportant. These could be the problems that you're having, right? Because a part of that here with the having to hold, if you look at this in any kind of way, it talks about commitments. And what are you committed to, especially with your work and career? You have to go to work every day, right? Now here with this card, it says, this card asks you to view any problem as an opportunity rather than a crisis. And a lot of you may experience certain hardships that may feel like a heavy crisis. Recognition and acknowledgement of the difficulties will create a potential solution. Now, one thing that I can tell you based on this, I don't necessarily go off of exactly what this card is saying. It's saying you will be able to find a solution to the problem that you are experiencing. Please pay attention to the number that is on this card. What is the number that's on that card? 7. What is the 7th house? Commitments. Partnership, marriage, long-term commitments, even in business. Isn't that interesting? Because then it came out with this card. We're going to go right back to this one, to have and to hold. Now, this talks about healthy relationships of all kinds, by the way. But this says healthy relationships are formed through love rather than needing. Rather than needing. I love you because I love you. I'm not here because I need you and I need you to be around. I need. No, love is not out of a need. It's out of a desire and a want. That is what a healthy relationship looks like. It says it is a human thing, though, to hold on to others through fear and insecurity. And is that you? Has that been you? What are you afraid of? What is the insecurities that you are feeling? But it says that this kind of dynamic can stifle a relationship, and it stifles the potential to flourish your connections. Give your relationships the freedom that it needs to form for a healthy foundation of trust. And a lot of you don't trust your partner. A lot of you are very skeptical. You could be sabotaging your relationship based on the trust factor or the non, right? We're talking about healthy relationships. That's what we're saying. And it says, be able to release the past, whatever it is that you've experienced, what you're thinking, what you're feeling, be able to release those things in order to flourish. Some of you guys just came in here, and I already repeated this. I already said this. We're going to be using from different decks. I don't know these cards, but I go off of what I see. Now I'm going to see what comes out here based on the pictures on these cards. This is going to be for Virgo. Let's see what comes out. You have the Ace of Swords. Not bad. Seven of Wands. Stand your ground. Crazy victory energy here. Standing your ground. That's everywhere in your reading. Isn't that crazy? You deserve to have your cup full. And this is basically saying, do not accept less. And that is in every aspect of your life, Virgo. It doesn't matter. It's whatever it is that you feel you deserve. Seven of Wands is basically saying, stand your ground and don't walk away or sit in emptiness or accept things that are less than. Hold your truth, speak your truth here with the Ace of Swords. Be able to make a decision, a clear decision about what it is that you want moving forward. Doesn't matter what it is. Could it be relationships? Yes, because like I said before, we see having to hold. You are very clear about what you want. The Ace of Swords talks about communication, though. Are you communicating your desires? Are you communicating your needs? Maybe you are coming across a person like this. Like if you pay attention to this card here, you see right behind this person, you see how there's two people fighting. They're dueling it out. They're boxing it out. Okay, this has something to do with someone else's opinion. Well, my opinion is more important than yours. What I feel is more important than yours. Remember, a relationship is based on compromising because we're not all the same. All relationships are based on compromising. We're not saying that you have to compromise everything, but this cannot be happening in relationships. Communication is key, and how you communicate is key. How you communicate. Let's see. Let me put these down for a second. Let's go with the other deck. Someone is running here. Someone is running away from something. I love this. I'm not going to lie. Ooh, looking at that. Ooh, I love that energy. This is like Bonnie and Clyde. This is how you and your person are going to be. It's like the world is in chaos. There's a lot of things that's going on around you. You know, you guys can escape with each other. You got family issues, family problems. Whatever it is, you guys can find this type of comfort with each other. And that is what I see. That's the type of partner you're going to have in your life here. Running away together, so to speak, but it could be happening for real, for real. You get what I'm saying? Let's go ahead. Let's see what else is coming out here for you, Virgo. Some of you are dealing with a water sign. King of Cups here. Seven of Cups. Wow. Ace of Cups. This whole reading is based on love. I didn't expect that. This is a brand new deck. Didn't expect it. Five of Cups. Okay. She's pouring out her cup. There's a lot of disappointment that you are experiencing in relationships, or you have been. Something needs to change. Remember, we talked about the problems. That's what we're really seeing here. We're talking about the problems. There is someone in your reading. If you pay attention to this king, this is the type of person who has everything. This is the person that can give you what you want emotionally, because remember, the King of Cups is an emotional card. Very mature individual, male or female, it doesn't matter. Okay. Someone who's really mature. I don't know why I feel those who have been in committed relationships have been complaining about mistreatment. Some of you guys feel like you are being mistreated. Some of you are feeling like this is not the person that's ideal. And you see the reason why the Ace of Swords is very important in this reading. I'm going to put the two aces here. The reason why the aces are so important in this reading is because the Ace of Swords says you must speak your truth. You must be open. You must be able to talk to your person, because there's a lot of confusion here. Even here with the Seven of Cups is confusion. I want to tell you though, the Seven of Cups isn't great if you're dealing with relationships, because it gives you options. And if we're saying that someone is in your life that's not necessarily ideal, you and your person both could be thinking that. Maybe there's a lot of misunderstandings. Remember, here in the first part of the reading, it says, be careful with your own fears and your own insecurities that could stifle your relationship. That can stifle it. And so now you're thinking that this is not, so you're not supposed to be with this person, or you can't stand this person because they could be mistreating you. And your person is doing that to you or thinking that about you. And so now all of a sudden there's a big ball of confusion here with the Seven of Cups. It really doesn't have to be that way. Again, someone should be able to speak their mind and be open to whatever this is that is happening. I'm just going to tell you, based off of what I see, I really do see that this could be a new love connection that some of you are going to be running into. Now, sometimes you already know the Ace of Cups for me is totally like a reconciliation. So let's just say, this is not a marriage. Maybe you were dating different people and this could be reconciling with someone. But this could also be new, y'all. This could be a new love. Okay. Let's see. You got the Five of Pentacles. Oh, my goodness. I actually thought this when I saw these two running together. Now, not all Virgos are going to be doing this, Virgo, but this is you. Some of you have been battling with the partner that you've been with. And this is mostly like marriage, long term. Some of you guys have kids, that type of thing. When I saw that man and that woman running away, remember, it looked like they were running away from something, running away from somebody. Now, for some of you, you're going to be leaving the partner that you're with and falling into somebody else's arms. And some of you are in that predicament right now. And you guys already know, I don't necessarily do that type of messy stuff because, I'm pro-marriage. I'm not saying that you deserve to be hurt and you deserve to be mistreated and all of that, but you guys already know I'm pro-marriage. But I do see that there has been a lack of something. This is the reason why the Five of Pentacles is coming out. I am leaving. I'm no longer here. I no longer want to be here because I'm not happy. There's been a lot of hardships. And again, mistreatment is the number one reason why someone is falling into someone else's arms, because this person appears to be rescuing her. This person right here seems to be rescuing her, or she could be rescuing him, but he's in the lead, right? So someone here is rescuing their partner, rescuing the other person that's trapped in some type of relationship that they don't want to be in. Person can still be married. One of you or that person could still be married. You guys are running off somewhere, sneaking and hiding somewhere. And this is the reason why in the beginning of the reading, it talked about to have and to hold, dealing with healthy relationships that need to be formed. The Ace of Swords is saying you can have this, but there's something that needs to take place. Honesty first. The Ace of Swords also cuts things away. And then you're able to run along and be with someone that's more mature, maybe the other option, the new love here. But that's what I see. I definitely see another person in this reading. I have no idea what this is. But again, I'm looking at the picture here. This is a more cohesive connection. If you can tell, the two lovers here, okay, holding hands. They got the dogs. Dogs represents what? Loyalty. A new partner perhaps here with the Knight of Cups, person coming in giving a love offer. Remember, this is a mature king. This is someone who has a lot to offer, has a lot to give emotionally, sometimes even materially. But this king has a lot to offer. Again, could be a water sign, not necessarily Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. Let me see if I can get another one. This is a weird deck because I wasn't sure. I didn't know that that was in there. Oof. King of Wands. Wow. This is always my new king too, by the way. Ooh-wee. And the Six of Swords. A more peaceful connection. The Six of Swords talks about a more peaceful connection. I don't know why I see that you guys are going to be traveling with this person, or again, here's this old getaway, going somewhere. Okay, some type of secret rendezvous, something like that I'm seeing. This person is very take action. They can take action. They're the type of person that knows what to do in order to like satisfy their partner, male or female, just telling you. Okay, very attractive king too. This king could also be a divorcee. This king could also be a father. This king could also be a police officer. They could be a lawyer. They could be, you know, in something dealing with the law. I also feel like there's someone here that is foreign, or someone who was born foreign, or someone who is of a different race or ethnicity. I'm seeing that as well. I also see same-sex relationship in this connection as well. I do feel like there is someone, I keep seeing distance. Now, I don't know what the hell that means. I don't know if they live at a distance. I don't know if they work at a distance or they work a lot, but I keep seeing that someone has to, you know, trek to this person. Like, you know, I don't know if it's a driving thing or a plane thing, but I definitely see that this person could be at a distance here. Let me get another one. Let me get this day. Thank you. Thank you. Five of Swords. This person could have been in an army, and the Eight of Swords. Oh, yeah. This person could be divorced or divorcing. Okay. Because this also feels like some type of turning their back on one another. They may have turned their back on someone, especially if they have kids. Okay. Yeah, especially if they're in a marriage, because this is the Two of Cups. So they could have one child, a little girl, could be a little boy. But yeah, I do see that whoever you're dealing with, now this could be you, okay? I want you guys to get that what I'm saying could be you, and your person is watching this, okay? But I definitely see that there is, this is some nastiness. And this is why I was saying before that I could tell that there's been mistreatment in this reading, where someone may have violent tendencies. I can see that too, because if you pay attention to the Five of Swords, you'll notice that people are on the ground in this reading. If you see it, can you guys see that? There's a sword there, and there are bodies on the ground. So I definitely see somebody could be having PTSD. Someone could be suffering from that, okay, through war, or if they're a cop or something like that, they could be experiencing something that way. But somebody is very, very vicious with their mouth, particularly, it could be male or female, especially with that fire. Oh my God. The way that they talk to you could be something nasty and something brutal here. Not good. What else are we getting here for Virgo? If you guys are single, there's someone coming in here before the mid of June, starting today to the end of June. You got someone coming in your life. I definitely see a new person. Totally see a new person, especially if you are not dating. I see it. But then, like I said before, some of you guys are going to be sneaking around. Now you have the 9 of Cups here. There is a wish fulfillment happening. A lot of you guys are diviners. Okay. I like this energy. I really do, because it's like you guys are like very psychic. You know what the future holds for you. You're preparing for the future according to this. She has a lot of cups above her head. So a lot of things that she has been wanting and wishing for, she's going to be receiving. She has a fire that's behind her. So that talks about passion, chemistry, and excitement that I see here that's going to be happening here for you, Virgo. This looks good. I actually really like that. And look at what's at the bottom of the deck. I swear. You guys saw me holding up the card. 9 and then the 10. Do you guys see a kid right there? Now, of course, this is not going to be for everybody. Okay. Some of you guys are aged out of that, and that's okay. Some of you could, have a child through marriage. Okay. So you could be a stepmother, stepfather, that type of thing. All right. But I do see you falling deeply for somebody in this read, big time. But the problems have to go. The problems have to go, y'all. This is for Virgo. Wow. Buried secrets. Someone is definitely not saying something. Some of you guys are feeling rejected by somebody. Maybe they didn't call or something like that. But it does say freedom from a toxic partner. That's exactly what it says. Freedom from a toxic partner. And we already know that to be true because we saw it. Remember, we just described it. What did we say? Someone who could be violent, someone who has a nasty mouth or mistreat you or belittle you. I mean, verbal abuse, I would definitely say, is here. It could be on the edge of physical as well, but you guys already know I don't talk about that in these type of readings, but I definitely see it. Okay. It's been a little nasty. Remember, we talked about healthy relationships, holding on out of fear and insecurity, knowing that you should have left a long time ago, but the reason why you did not leave was because of fear for whatever reason, right? And some of you with this whole buried thing is that a lot of things that have happened to you that have occurred in your relationship, in your connection, nobody knows. You've buried that. You've buried that deep down inside of you. Okay. This is for Virgo. Someone here isn't being honest. I definitely see that someone is a ladies' man or a woman, not womanizer. Yeah, that too. But I also see a female here that uses her sexual prowess or whatever you can call to get attention. Some of you, your person, even though you're married to this person doesn't really give you money. They don't really give you anything. And, I keep saying the word stingy. Stingy could be stingy on love, stingy on money, stingy in general. And I feel like they have it. It's not that they don't. I just feel like this person in general, maybe they feel like you don't deserve it. Okay. But again, I keep feeling this like abusiveness in this energy. This is definitely a reason why I feel like somebody's going to be running away with someone else. Yeah, you're cutting ties with someone, and you are dealing with someone who easily lose control. This is why I said I could tell that somebody has a temper. Here it says cry wolf. So it's a wolf in sheep's clothing, pretending to be innocent, pretending to be nice. Okay, they come in, they tell you how much they love you, tell you how much they miss you. But then once they get you back in here, the problem goes right back to the same thing, right? Ooh, all right, let's go ahead. Let's get your last set. This is for Virgo. Let's see what's coming out. One more. Some of you guys feel taken for granted. There's no equal give and take. There's not a feeling of appreciation, lack of appreciation. I'm telling you, this is what's going to cause the relationship to sour. You have a soulmate here, though. Maybe they're going to start off as a friend. Some of you guys may meet this person through your job, through your work. This is like one of those things that's like, I don't really agree to this too much because it's just too many messiness with this, but it could be maybe around your job. Okay. But it does happen. It does happen where people, depends on their job. They may, date somebody at their job, but that's just a little bit too messy. And then again, part of this situation, like I said before, with problems in relationships, this says mislead. Someone has broken the trust and they are unreliable. Ooh. Jeez. But anyway, there's two dynamics in this reading that we're looking at. It started off with the duel, right? The dueling. This is the way it started off, okay? And so a lot of you guys, the Ace of Swords is saying you're going to be clear about what decision to make and where you're going to head, because these two back here are not playing with one another. And I feel like this is the way the relationship has been. And yeah, like I said, this is mostly in marriage relationships, that type of thing. But it doesn't mean that it's not happening with connections that you guys are dating in, but you have options here. That means you're going to have to figure out if this is the person that's going to be meant for you. But that's what I'm saying. Virgo, if you guys are interested in a personal reading, all the information is down below in the description box. I thank you guys so much, and I will see you guys back here again a little bit later. If you guys have Sagittarius in the chart, I will be doing that next. Love you guys. See you later. Bye.